Hi.
Hey, Carol.
Okay, we're going to start our meeting and we'll hopefully be joined by others here. So
Is Jim coming?
I texted him and I did not get a response back. So,
Probably out on the golf course.
well, he posted something 6 hours ago that they spent a big day out there fixing bridges and on the
Oh,
golf course. So he may be golfing. Yeah, he may
Have
be.
they done more on the landscaping of the school?
Well, I'll tell you, it's in the plan here.
Okay,
Okay, so Barb, we will start with our 8 minutes, please.
okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
yes.
The regular meeting of the Rural Legacy Project Steering Committee commenced on Tuesday, April 28th via Zoom. Present were Carol Rash, Sandy Host, Jim Michelson, and Barb Bloom. The March minutes were correct to read a donation of $50 from the United Fund and the date of the next meeting to read 2026. They were approved as corrected. The city account remained unchanged. The Iowa State Bank account balance is $4,395.71. There are some outstanding checks at this time. In the future, if we need money from the city account, it needs to be budgeted for by the city council to facilitate its access. Old business. The Sac County Iowa History Day is complete for May 18th. The museums have been notified and the teacher in Odebolt has been notified. Cracker Jacks will be available to all participants visiting the Odebolt Country School Museum, provided by Sandy and Tony. The renovation of the school grounds has begun. Dirt has been brought in and leveled. A request will be made to the city to rerun the cement sidewalk leading to the schoolhouse. Tilling and seeding will follow and mulch provided for the foundation plantings. All work should be done by May 18th. A crack in the wall of the schoolhouse will be repaired in the fall after closing. The first article on the Creek Day Speaker has been published in the Chronicle and on Facebook. The second part will appear in the coming weeks. The Waterloo Courier has contacted Sandy to place an advertisement in their travel brochure for this summer. Sandy moved we do this at approximately $500. Jim provided the second. The motion carried. The Ida County Courier lives on with new ownership. New business. Carol will be visiting the Standard Printing about concerns for the Sesquicentennial book. Concerns, soft cover with square back versus spiral number of pages, approximately 300. Number of copies to print, 500. Number of paper, silk coated for photos. Carol reported a meeting with the Sac County Historical Society. They are writing a grant to fund the digitalization of all the centennial books previously written within the county. Congratulations to Sydney on the new baby. Our next meeting will be May 26, 2026 via Zoom at 6 p.m. Secretary Barb Bloom.
Okay. About the only thing, Barb, is that back the contact from Waterloo, you have Sandy was contacted and it was me.
Okay.
But other than that, any other changes, Sandy?
Nope, I approve with the changes.
Okay,
Thank you.
very good.
I made that correction and I'll mention that.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Barb, as always. Very efficiently done. All right. The Iowa State Bank checking account. That's what I have from the statement plus the checks we've written, etc. Should read $4,295.01. 4295.01.
That was Iowa State, right?
Iowa State Bank.
Okay. Okay.
Did we buy the bricks?
Yes, we did.
So that came out of that account, okay.
That's already out.
All right.
We do have $378 floating around someplace that that would that's about this amount of the our Iowa ad. And it's 361. And one of the advertisements in the Chronicle, I believe, was $36. So that's, those two checks are not through yet, but they will probably come through here the end of the month.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. The city count, we have no changes to. I did sell a 6-book. Books. Yeah, 6 books. On the day that we had the Iowa History Day, Karen Werner, my neighbor, came in and bought one, and because she had been over to Wareham's, and of course we had all this activity at the schoolhouse, and so she came over and got one. And then Kathy Larson bought 5 for the museum to have, and then
Good.
we'll have them in their museum in order to sell both ranch books if people want. So that is also included in that balance, Barb.
Good.
Okay.
So there's no additional checks written or income yet. So
Okay. Hopefully we'll be on balance by the next meeting then.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Barb, why don't you report on what you think about the Iowa History Day that we had? Barb,
Oh my gosh.
Barb and Jim helped.
I enjoyed the day very much. It's been a while since I've been around 8th graders, so I had to kind of put my tongue in cheek and keep my mouth closed at times, but I remember that age. I mean, it comes back to you, but it kind of catches you off guard at first. So, but I thought they did very well. I was glad we had the questions. I think that provided them something to focus on. The one thing I think when they walked in and took one look inside the building, they were overwhelmed. It just caught them completely off guard by way too much in their view. And then to try to focus it down to specifically 10 questions in the time that we had. And it was like, where do we start? So I was glad to see some of the cooperative work between the students. So they helped each other out on finding answers. And I think that might be a direction that their teachers could use for them if we repeat another year, to work with a partner, because it would be easier to
Yeah,
have
I think
someone rather than,
that's good.
35 individuals running around trying to find
Yeah.
those answers was a little chaotic at times. But I thought the presentation at noon was very, very good. I enjoyed that. I'm glad Carol and I went over to see that. But overall, I hope we can improve upon it. I don't know exactly what else to do yet, but I think the kids need to see more of that.
And I still didn't quite understand why Odie couldn't participate.
And I can't give you an answer.
We have that answer.
Oh.
Kathy Larson's 8th grader would have come. And she said, I was bummed that he didn't, she was there buying those books. She said, I was bummed that they decided not to come. And she said, there was supposed to have been an elementary track and field day that day. And apparently the 8th graders or the middle schoolers, I don't know, but anyway, help with timing and getting equipment lined up and stuff like that. And then they canceled it because of the drizzly day. So they could have come.
But
And they
could have
still didn't?
rescheduled that
No.
any other day. That elementary track meet was always a question mark. When shall we have it? It always floated on the calendar until we knew the weather. So
Yeah.
I don't count that as a legitimate excuse. I was very
No.
disappointed that they weren't there.
Yeah.
It's
I was
embarrassing.
too. Why?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they want to I am still floored
Well,
that they had no interest really in coming.
next year, he said they will plan.
I doubt it.
Next year, but we'll make every effort
It's
to
so
make sure that it's.
sad.
Yeah.
They missed out on the golden first. I mean, they could have been a part of something very, very exciting for all of Sac County 8th graders to do that trip. And they blew it, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, yeah, they did. Yeah. So, and the eighth graders, let's see, from Shaler, well, from
Nemaha?
Ridgeview, which is Nemaha Early,
Preston.
Gavel Holstein. Those middle school kids are in early, and the eighth graders were not going to come because they had a field trip scheduled for them. So we were going to get the seventh graders. And what the teacher that was with the seventh graders when they came into our building said, well, you wouldn't have wanted those eighth graders anyway. They blew their opportunity for that field trip, and they were still in school because they misbehaved and they didn't get to go on the field trip that had been scheduled already. So she said, you wouldn't have wanted them anyway.
Well,
So I think it was a blessing that we had the seventh graders.
overall, I still think
Were
that
the seventh graders interested?
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were, yeah.
About the only thing that Lance Willem had 7 kids from each school district come up on the stage. And then he asked the 8th grade test questions like spell down.
Uh-huh.
And the 7th graders thought, well, we're getting 8th grade questions here, that's not fair, but they did fine. They did fine.
He chose very legitimate questions,
Yeah,
so,
he chose
yeah.
good questions for him. So, yeah, and
Just living in Iowa, you should have known some of those things.
yeah, so
Well, I'm glad that it was enough of a success that they're willing to try it again.
yeah, I think
I
so.
hope they work on the
All-
behavior of the students though, too, because
Yeah.
if it hadn't been for good bus drivers and good teachers guiding them, we could have had chaos too.
Mhm.
Kids take advantage of every opportunity they can get nowadays, and that's sad.
The East Sac County kids, their first stop, they what was it, 2 kids?
3,
3 kids that they said, okay, you're leaving the field trip. We don't know how they got back to wherever they were.
I think they
gonna go,
called
but
for a car to come pick them
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bus driver told us, and there's one more that's gonna go back after this stop.
That child stayed on the bus. He didn't
Yeah.
get to get off, so.
Yeah. So anyway, and so
That's amazing to me.
we
Wow.
gave,
It's very embarrassing and disappointing that that's
yeah,
the view they take of having the opportunity to do
opportunity.
something very special. Yeah.
But like Barb said, the teachers and the bus drivers were not letting them horse around a lot. So they were holding things down good.
Wow.
And we gave each bus basically 2 of those boxes of Cracker Jacks then.
They
So
were
that would've
good.
been 60
I would have
packs.
liked a few more peanuts though.
Yeah, we robbed
They're not like the old boxes,
No,
I'll
no.
have to say.
Well, the flavor is there. There's just not enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like half of what they used to have,
Yeah. So thank you for that. And there are 4 boxes left.
Oh, good.
No.
Well, that we can pass those out to visitors,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So, okay, very good. So that takes care, let's see. I haven't really asked Lance if he's got an evaluation lined up for the teachers that did come. And of course, they're probably all out of school now. So I'm thinking that we're going to need to get some evaluations, at least from the museums, as to
Yeah, as to
what they think about the
what they feel would be, something better to do with the time or,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I think feedback would be great.
right. So, and Lance did write an article, and it was submitted to the papers early enough to be in next week's paper, but with Memorial Day stuff, It might get bumped to next week, but in the next 2 weeks, it'll be there. And he used some of the pictures, Barb, that I had taken
Oh,
and
good.
sent to him, and had some pictures from the other museums.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
um,
I hope to see him.
yeah, so that'll be good. They'll be in the Saxon and Lakeview Resort and at the Chronicle. Now, I didn't, I don't have anything that sent to the courier yet, but we could do that if you think,
I think you should.
okay. I'll ask Lance if it's all right to send his, or we can write one too, because that'll be good. All right.
Or let the Ida Courier, you write up a piece and also add his along and see what they want to print.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. The concrete going on to the grounds around the building at the Rural Schools Museum, we've got the concrete is poured.
On the sidewalks
Yeah,
and under the patio?
the big square right outside the door.
Yeah.
Plus the sidewalk is all one big chunk.
Whoa, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
They still have to remove the forms as of yesterday. They still had to remove the forms.
Well, they have to make sure that's dried, yeah.
And then they, I think they'll probably cut, those. I don't know if those are expansion slices or what, but anyway,
Yeah,
they're,
you have to allow for some
Mark 'em.
freezing and thawing, I would
yeah,
think.
yeah. It isn't all the way through, because anybody that was trying to do our leveling had to cut clear through. So I don't know what the ridges or what the marks are for, but that has not been done. The soil has not been tilled or seeded yet, but he stopped yesterday. I was working at the gazebo out at Cracker Jack Corner and put up the Memorial Day swags. And he stopped and he said, we're going to do that Wednesday or Thursday. So the seeding and tilling is going to get done Wednesday or Thursday, or maybe both days. Not sure, but
I think we absolutely need to write a thank you in the
Yeah.
paper for after they get it done.
yeah,
And give the mayor a lot of credit, because I don't think that would have ever have gotten done without him.
no. And he got slapped on his hands a little bit the last council meeting, because they said that they needed to have him check with the council before he decided to go ahead with projects like that. So
Oh, well, then we definitely need to write a letter
yes, we do.
to put it in the Chronicle.
Yes, yes. The thing about the concrete is that the council talked about the concrete, and one of the council members actually did the work. That we are sharing the cost of the concrete. And Mayor Reeder said that he thought it was going to be $600, and that our share
I'll
share would be 300.
yeah.
So you want to move that we pay that?
I'll move that we pay it. And I am going to tell you, we'll make another $1,000 contribution
Oh,
to
okay.
make
But
for the bricks and for the patio. That means so much to me that they went and did that, because without that, it was not in good shape.
yeah, it's looking.
People could have tripped on that.
Yeah, yeah. The
That
only
was not good.
Jim and I were looking the Monday that we did the Iowa History Day, and we do need more dirt on the inside planting area where the big statue is. I don't know if that's going to happen. They've got to take those footings out for the concrete. Maybe that's going to happen then when they do that. But, so we'll kind of wait and see. But he also suggested that we would want to pull up some of those plantings, you know, and bring them up with some more dirt at that corner. And then the rock at the end of the sidewalk, and that joins the street sidewalk that has the founding families' names on it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
12 families or whatever, that is kind of sinking in the ground. So we would want to lift that up too. So there's still work to do, but I think we could maybe get that handled. We could task Barry and Greg Rash to help us with that or something.
Yeah,
Well,
but I'm just saying it's important enough to me
yeah,
that we can do that. To me, I was at a loss as to what we were going to do because it was such a mess.
yeah.
But wow, I mean, that's a dream come true.
So at the moment, the bell is not in the concrete again, you know, it's
We
not,
could put that out and buy the other bill.
well, do you want it there? It's real popular at the front door.
Yeah, it is, but can't we put it in later?
Well,
Or,
yeah, we can, yeah.
oh yeah,
I
don't
don't
you
know
just
whether
pull
they're
it
gonna,
down?
I don't know whether they're gonna put it back or not. I need to know what you guys want to tell me, to tell them.
Whatever looks good out front would be the best.
Yeah. A lot of the kid visitors like to bring the bell right out.
Yeah,
the door.
and yeah. So I think that's a nice place to put it.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Alrighty. Um, yeah, that's what I had there. Anything else about the grounds then? Oh, the lilacs have been beautiful, Sandy. You missed them.
They were very, very aroma. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
the smell was just
On the
heavenly.
island.
And how are the hollyhocks?
They're coming.
They're coming.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, they were about that day we were there for the eighth graders. They were about that far up, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they.
good,
They're doing good.
good.
Yeah.
Well, that whole place, and unfortunately, that Tony's not going to be able to play Gardner as much as he could because it still gets a little dizzy if he bends over.
Sure, sure.
So
That's fine.
it'll be a little while before he's active.
Yeah. So yesterday, we opened after the Memorial Day lunch downtown, and the only visitor was John Noyd. I got the feather sign out of its bag, and it's in town on the table. I got the spike in the ground. Jim and I figured that maybe inside the planting where the big statue is would be safest, and nobody will trip over it, and the mower is not going to be concerned there, and we can just leave it in the ground. So we'll see how that works when I put the flag in, but I didn't get John arrived and I didn't get the flag in, the stake, so we'll try that tomorrow. But it's definitely going to catch people's eye because it's 14 feet tall. So it's big. Let's see. So I will cover tomorrow and Saturday.
I am so sorry that I screwed.
I also got a call.
And Dee's in Connecticut. She can't cover.
Oh, by the way, Jim's at a ball game in Ruthven. So he texted me.
Okay.
He's gone. So, and then I got a call today that a gal and she says we, so somebody's with her. They're going to come and tour our buildings, and then I'm supposed to call the Odebolt Museum, and they want to see everything that they can in Odebolt. So they're going to come Tuesday.
Where are they from?
She had an Eastern Iowa phone prefix, so I'm assuming from Eastern Iowa. So Her last name's Hanson, so I don't know. if she's
Is
related.
what?
Hanson,
Hanson.
but
Huh.
I don't know if she's related to any of the Hansons in Oldebo. She didn't know where we were. I mean, I told her how to find us and stuff. She said, I have the address, so that'll work. Okay, Creek Days. There was a nice piece in the Courier by our Mr. Munt went and called Pete Grady and visited with him and got lots more information. Took a lot of information off of his website as well, and had a very nice article in the
I
paper.
read that, yeah.
And so I waited with my second one until last week, I think it was.
Just a minute, I gotta slip out of it.
Okay. So it was a nice article, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I hope that, especially for the 250th anniversary, I just hope that's very successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I suspect it will be.
Yeah. Yeah. We've been talking it up, all of us, so it's good. I've heard a lot of people that said that they were gonna come. So, good deal. So,
What is Barb doing?
I'm not sure, but she had family last weekend.
So somebody showed up at her door?
Somebody showed up at her door the first time that before we started, yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
so. And she's not going to be around for Creek Days. So, we'll see how much of the games, we get going, but, if Dee's around or any of you guys, want to help with games, why we'd be glad to have you, but that's up to, your schedules as well.
Well, I've scheduled for sure to come up for Creek Days.
And John.
That, we'll be, but we won't get back until the day before.
Okay, and
Because
John,
their graduation is on the 7th of June, that Sunday.
okay,
And unfortunately, they have a wedding of a cousin that's going on in New Hampshire. So they're gone up until graduation, and then we want to spend as much time as we can after, but we want to make sure we get home for Creek Day. So that was a tight schedule to work out.
yeah. And John's planning on seeing you then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is so nice. Gosh, it's fun seeing him every April and October
Yeah,
to hear about all of his adventures.
yeah, yeah.
I will be really surprised if he doesn't move to Tucson. He's really not very happy with St. Paul and Minneapolis right now.
I got that impression too, yeah.
Well, as he said, I can't go shopping, I can't hear opera, I can't see plays because there's always shootings and disruptions, and that's really sad. Very sad.
Yeah, and he doesn't go to in-person church anymore
Yeah.
in Minneapolis.
I honestly think they should outlaw social media until at least 16 or 18. I really do. It just has really gotten a lot of kids, especially high school kids. I'd probably do it until they're 21, but at least 18. In the big cities with gangs again. I mean, the amount of kids that are in gangs are just scary.
That's one thing that we did not see. While these kids were, I bet the cell phones were collected on the trip, on the field.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they were.
Because we didn't see any any cell phones out. Maybe at lunch they had them out, but, yeah, we didn't see them.
I
Uh,
I just think it's a shame.
Yeah. One of the questions that we had on the scavenger hunt, at the end was, what surprised you the most? And one of the girls was walking around and she said, well, I don't know what to put there. I don't know what to put there. And I happened to hear her say that. And I said, do you play softball? And she said, yeah. And I said, come over here and look in this cabinet and look at that softball. The 1880 or the 1800s softball in relation to the present day
Yeah.
softball.
What'd she say?
She's, oh, wow. And then I don't know if I think it was their social study teacher came over and looked at it too. And he said, whoa, because I think he's a coach too. That surprised him too. So,
Surprised me.
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad that the baseball expert down in Omaha, um, gave me one.
Yeah, that's
That was really nice. He said, well, I wouldn't, but you have a museum and the kids played with these. He said, I'm going to give you one.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, I've
So,
got a question that we really don't need to wait for Barb on. I got a call from Kermit Sebrecht's daughter.
Barb,
No, this would be Becky.
Becky.
And she said, I have a question for you. She said, I know that it was written down that when he died, that teacher's desk was supposed to come to the Iowa Rural Schools Museum.
The
And
what?
the teacher desk that used to be in the school
Yeah.
that he had,
Uh-huh.
you and he talked about that it should belong in our museum. And so she had a note that he had left that was what was to happen with the desk. Now, it is in one of the grandchildren's homes right now. And she said it can surely stay there, but we want to know if you want it.
Let me take a look at the pictures of it. I think the one that we have is older and the right time for the school that started.
Okay.
And the one that he has is the one that Ruth Boney whined and complained that it had fallen apart and that she needed to get a desk. And so it's the latest desk. It was the closing desk.
Okay.
Let me see if I can figure out how to keep both of them.
Okay.
Not in our school. Maybe we can do it someplace else.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Yeah, let me think about that. But what I'm saying is we have the earliest. I mean, we have the desk that would have originally been there.
as far as the style of desk.
The style and the age.
Yeah.
And his would be when the school closed.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying I know that, but Kermit and I talked long before we even got the school moved.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
To,
I didn't know it was that long ago.
Oh yeah, it was a long time ago. And he had the desk. That's why I want to take another look at the desk.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's been too long. But I do have pictures of the desk.
Okay.
And let me just take some pictures of it
Sure.
and see what I can work out in
Yeah.
my head.
Okay. All right. Now, if Becky happens to ask me again, why I'll
Just tell
let
her
her
that
know.
I've mentioned it to Sandy, and Sandy is working,
Pondering.
working on it.
Okay. Well, I did.
Are you gonna be there a week from Wednesday?
I think so. I mean, to
Okay,
visit,
maybe
yeah,
we can talk
to
then.
be with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I I still can't believe I screwed up this badly. Ah,
Uh,
I,
It
I
happens.
could have easily have moved things off. Oh,
No,
oh,
you guys were on a trip, weren't you? Yeah.
terrible.
So. Um,
Anyhow, thank you for coming to my rescue.
yeah, not a
I
problem.
couldn't even send Dee. She's in Connecticut.
So I contacted Pete Grady today because I had not since a while
Is
ago.
he okay and
Yeah,
ready to go?
yeah. He said he had a meeting today and he was going, I said, don't call this afternoon because I've got a date with the mower. And he said he was going to be mowing or he had a meeting instead of mowing, but he's going to call me later on tonight. But just to kind of follow up on stuff and see if he needs anything that projected up on the screen or anything like that, those kinds of things. So Barb will not be available to sell the Adams Ranch books at the pancake breakfast because she's
The what book?
the Adams Ranch books, that
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a table usually at the pancake breakfast. I can be there for a while, because I
So
don't,
what are the hours that we usually have it?
that we
Wh-
usually
When,
have her sell.
yeah,
Well, she's there at the beginning of the pancake breakfast, which is 7:30,
7:30 to,
and she always has missed the speaker and stayed till almost noon. So that's the time frame that Barbara stayed, but not really selling too many books. I think it's been 4 or 5 maybe down there. But she gets to see a lot of people there, so she's gonna miss the speaking with
I
people.
where is
apologize.
she?
Not a problem.
They're putting in a new propane tank for me.
Ah,
So today was the day they pump out all the propane that's in there so they can bring the new tank in the morning. So,
oh, fun.
so it's okay, but I apologize for missing out here. So.
Did you get a chance to do everything that you needed to though?
Yes, he's
Oh,
all finished with that part now. So,
okay. Good,
so he
good.
was just clarifying with me on everything that was needed to be done has been done so far.
Yeah,
So.
okay.
And why are you missing Creek Days?
Oh, my son is bike riding across Nebraska that
Oh,
week, and I'm picking him up on that Saturday at Allegiance, Nebraska. The trail ends, so I have
I
to go
got
get him.
it.
Yeah. She's on a family duty.
You know how it is with bike riders. He's
I know, I know, I
gonna be
know.
tired and hungry and
Yeah.
So the question is, shall we try to sell Adams Ranch books for a little while?
Well,
Um,
we can do it, or Tony could do it also.
but you
Um,
guys,
I never really sold an awfully lot. I mean, 2
yeah,
or 3. I mean, it was more, I just enjoyed the visits more with everybody who came by and,
yeah.
I think, yeah, you'd
I think
probably sell just as many at the country school if
I
you
think
didn't
we'll
even
just
set
have
them
them
up
up at
now.
the country school. We could have a sign down there.
Right.
We could have a sign down there.
Just say books available at the school.
Yeah. Why don't we just set up a table with a sign and tell them to come on up to buy them there?
Because that's a lot of hauling in and hauling out again,
Yes,
so.
it is. Yes, it is. And it takes up space and they usually are a little tight on space.
Right.
So,
we could put a sign outside the school too.
sure.
Mhm. You
Why
can
don't
write
we
it on the
do
chalkboard.
that?
Yeah.
Book, Adam's book, available.
Yeah,
Just put it on your chalkboard. I mean, the sign, the big sign.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea. And Carol has great printing
I
ability.
know she does. Yeah.
okay,
All right, let's do that.
okay,
Anyhow, we'll come up as early as possible.
okay. All right, and we'll just sell them there at the schoolhouse then, which is, we're lined up with money and
Yeah,
that sort of thing, so that's good. And it's a little safer probably, because that was
Yeah.
always concerning for Barb too, to
Yeah,
have
I don't like
that
leaving.
money bag.
I didn't like
then-
leaving that card table.
Right, right. So, okay, I was telling Sandy that I've contacted Pete Grady to speak with him further, but he was busy today and I was mowing grass, so we're speaking later on this evening
Okay.
to
Do you want anything
update.
besides the Chinese checkers for the Saturday games?
I don't think so,
Okay, I'll make sure I get
because
those.
I've got quite a box full of other,
Right.
checkers and
Yeah.
the chest, so.
do
anything
you do a spelling
spell
bee?
down? We can. We've got the spelling book in the desk.
Mhm.
We've got that same one that I think Barb uses.
Yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So,
So
Okay.
that
We
would
could
work. And
write that on the blackboard or put a note in the Chronicle.
it's in the Chronicle that we're doing the games.
At what time?
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
And we-
I think Dee's coming up, so between the three of us, we should be able to
Okay.
Yeah, I
help
usually
out.
started with second grade words on the spelling word bee and then
Okay.
worked on up from there. So
Okay. Very good. So they think it. This is the ad that's in the Waterloo.
ooh,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I
that's
like
very
it.
nice.
I
Yeah.
like
We
it.
did it, and that's going to be a quarter of their page. And it's got those
I like
Mm.
it.
4 photographs. And she's had call to make an appointment or something, but didn't have our phone numbers. And I said, well, they're going to need to contact us to arrange. So put our phone numbers and the email address. And so she added that. And then that's what they are going to go with in the Waterloo
Good.
Courier.
I like that.
So that's worth $500, I think. We'll find out if any of those folks come over our way and tell us that that's what they saw. So, good deal. I was real pleased with their help. I mean, their assistance in laying it out and stuff. So, going on to new business, then we do have the Peterson House has a brand new front door. And they have done away with the coding entrance, and it's just a key. So there is one
So do
key.
we have that marked on our
We have
tablet
one key.
or our
There's a,
sign-in book?
yeah. And
Because it would be helpful if you actually not only put the key there, but put,
it's got a label on it.
Peter's house.
Yeah,
or
it's got a
something.
label on it. Yeah, the ladies did that. And so it has been repainted. They got Paint Iowa grant to paint it, so it is all spiffed up and ready to go. And so they had that done for this Iowa History Day. So that was good. And we had ladies in the museum as well. And then Jim took over the Cracker Jack building and showed the tools. So, and Barb and I took care of the schoolhouse, so that was good. I'm going to need docent help for August 9th. That's a
You're
Sunday.
going to need what?
Replacement for docent on
Uh-huh.
Sunday, August 9th. And then also I'm getting hip replacement in
What?
June 23rd.
Hold it.
Yeah.
A hip replacement?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So then next week.
You don't even walk with a limp,
I do now.
do you?
Yeah.
With pain?
Not, it depends on how much I've been on my feet and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
So
And when are
anyway,
you doing that?
June 23rd. June
June?
23.
Yeah,
June
23.
23.
Boy, do I need to check my calendar.
That's a Tuesday.
Uh,
That's a Tuesday. It's the very last week of June.
I should be able to help you too, Carol. I
And
just,
is it the 29th?
No,
27th and 28th, she needs the docent.
28th, 27th and 28th is a Saturday and Sunday after my surgery
In June?
in June.
Oh, oh, thank goodness.
Not
Because I
July.
still, yeah,
Not July.
I have the weekend at North English at the end of August.
Okay. No, this
Okay.
is in
So
June.
I think I should be able to do that.
Well, anyway, yeah, I'm not going to obligate anybody just right now because depends on how I feel, you know. My sister's
Can
gonna
you
be
hang for a minute? I've got to get a pencil.
okay.
I want to make sure that I got that right.
Okay, and I'm going to get my calendar up for next meeting deal too. Uh,
I think we should go on the 16th instead of the latter. Let's go ahead of your surgery and then you'll be done with it and not have to worry about it.
okay. We'll see if that's right after Creek Days, so that'd be a good time to evaluate it. Stuff. So, are you going to have Jeff around though?
Yes, but that's okay. I can do Zoom, they'll
Okay.
be here, but Jill will be here too. So,
Okay.
they can be eating their own meal at night and I can come down and do Zoom. We've done that before. Jeff understands that.
I
So,
guess you have. I guess you have.
yeah, so that'll work okay.
Well, by the 30th, uh,
I know, but you just need to use all of that time you have in order to recuperate and
Yeah.
to heal properly.
Yeah.
Don't push it.
well, this is a whole lot of work, sitting and talking.
Well, I know, but you know, you just
Yeah.
shouldn't have to stress out on something every day. Okay, just, I'm at home and I'm sitting comfortably, but I have duties to tend to. No,
Yeah.
you should have free choice of what you enjoy. So
Yeah. Well, my sister's coming from Maryland and
I
I
know
really don't
that's,
know how long she's planning to stay, but I figure the rest of that week
you
maybe.
just take every advantage of every moment she's there with you. So,
Yeah.
because you can see us any other day.
Yeah, true enough.
I'm sorry. Took me a minute to check with Tony. Okay. Uh, what are the dates that you need?
Well, August 9 for sure. That's when we have our family reunion.
August 29th.
No, August 9,
August 9. Okay.
and that's a Sunday. And I think Barb's done
Oh,
that.
shoot, that's a wrong calendar. Jiminy Chris.
Should have it on your phone, Sandy. Man, that is helpful for me when I go to those REC meetings because so many times if we move things around or they want to know attendance for some of those things, I really have been making use of that now.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me one more time.
Are you having in the year of 2026, right?
I got the
Okay.
right year.
Okay.
Month of August.
9. August 9
Yes.
is a Sunday.
Yep. I could do that.
Okay.
Sandy. Carol.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
backing up to June.
back up to June.
I'm
I've
thinking
got June now, 26th.
27 and 28 is the Saturday, Sunday after my surgery.
After your surgery.
Yeah,
And when are you having your surgery?
23rd.
No, not on Sunday.
23rd is a
Oh,
Tuesday.
23rd. Okay, surgery.
Yeah,
Surgery, Carol. Okay, I could do Saturday. We have the Kessler reunion on the 28th.
okay.
Could Barb do that one?
I could do Sunday.
Sunday, the 28th, Barb? Okay,
Yes, I can do that.
thank you.
Okay, I'll do the 27th of June and the 9th of August.
Okay, wonderful.
We better practice on the door again, Carol, before that.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in town one of these days, so.
Okay, okay. Yeah. And then Sandy, do you have any of your other Wednesdays that you know about other than Ragbri?
Well, we may not, it's highly
Oh.
likely that we won't be, Tony,
May
I
not,
don't
yeah,
know
may not,
what's gonna
yeah.
happen with
Okay.
that. But,
Okay. But other Wednesdays?
uh,
I didn't
August,
think that you had any other Wednesdays, maybe that you
well, the
had talked about them.
the 29th and the 5th.
Of what?
If we don't do Ragbri, we're going to be going on a trip through the train on Canada. So the 29th and 5th.
29th of July and the 5th of August?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put that down for me then.
29th and 5th.
Got it?
And not the 22nd. I mean, I will make the 22nd.
That's
I'm
right.
pretty sure we're going to do the other. It's a bribe.
Oh, okay. I've got
Okay.
July 29th and August 5th. Carol will do those Wednesdays then.
And then you got me down for the
August 9th.
August 9th and June 27th.
Yeah. And you're
Okay.
going to be back from that trip by the 9th then,
What trip?
the train trip.
Train trip will be home the 6th.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now on your calendar, go back to June.
Yeah.
Barb and I visited while you were looking for your calendar. Does the meeting, our next meeting on the 16th of June work?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that rather than the 30th.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's do that.
okay. All right, let's see, all of the notes that I wrote on my, okay. Any,
Where are you having your surgery done?
Denison. Yeah.
Wow.
The surgeon comes up to Ida Grove and then his hospital is in Denison.
Huh.
Yeah, so. Okay,
Well, I'm
ladies.
sorry you have to have it done.
Well, it was now or sometime in the future, and like I told him, I want to get some use out of it. So, and anybody that I've talked to that's had hip surgery says it's
Well worth
way
it.
easier than a knee. Yeah, way easier than a knee, so.
Yeah, well, as you know, I had my knee done in 2005 and it's still working.
Good, good. Well, thank you, ladies, for your time, and we will hope for a good rest of the summer and a lot of visitors.
Yeah, and your good health too.
Yeah.
Carol.
Okay, well, very
And
good.
thanks again for taking on tomorrow.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Bye.